Ownership of land is very great. I mean, this is a great market to buy. Certain places you can't overprice those properties.
And now everyone's scared.
Yeah, well, we're scared because it's an election year.
But I'm wondering, is this the time to even come in more?
Before you even complete the building, someone will bring in money as a deposit to complete that for them.
I'm here in Ghana. I'm sat with my good friend Gus. Thanks for coming on my YouTube show.
Thank you for having me.
Every time I come to Ghana, you're always around, you're doing stuff. When the market's up, you're making money, you're busy. When the market's down, you're making money, you're busy. So firstly, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
So you are a property investor. You buy, rent out houses. You also build properties from scratch. And dude, some of the houses that you build are impressive.
Thank you, thank you.
And also consult people. And you have partners, you raise finance. What's the market doing right now? Because the market, do you know what's funny? Last time I was in Ghana, the market was booming.
It is.
And I was buying, I was investing. Now it's dropped and now everyone's scared. But I'm wondering, is this the time to even come in more?
Well, this is the best time. I mean, when it's bad market, it's a lot of opportunities because we have a lot of properties on the market. That's why people see the opportunity and go into it and get it. I mean, this is a great market to buy because some are looking for great deals.
It's a bad market to sell.
Yeah.
Tell us, because most of my viewers are from the UK.
Okay.
So they don't know how high the interest rates are.
Okay.
If you get a mortgage in Ghana, what's the interest rate going to be?
20 to 30 in cities and 11% in the dollar.
11%. So we think rates are high back in the UK at 5%. 11% is very high.
It's very high. There's another way to go about it. You don't have to do mortgages. Most of our properties that are being built, especially the apartment, it takes up to 3 years to build. So we give them the opportunity to pay installment before completion. It's a way of letting people flexible payment for them to buy. They get it.
Yes.
You get a mortgage.
So I want to buy a house from you.
Yeah.
How am I buying it? It's saying dollars, $500,000.
Okay.
How am I buying it?
So I'll tell you, depending on the completion, when the completion of the building.
Oh, you're talking about new builds?
New build.
Yes.
But if it's an old build, it depends. It usually will want cash, but a new build, you have the opportunity to have at least 2 or 3 years to.
Mm-hmm. Now you're doing business as well. You're not just operating in Ghana.
Yes.
You're also doing things in Nigeria.
Yes. In Nigeria, I think there's a little bit more of regulation there. Certain places, you can't overprice those properties. And over there, they like to buy in bulk. Someone will come in, they won't buy the whole building. Not because the price are regulated and you can't, like I say, you can't overprice. In Ghana, it's different.
So in Ghana right now, what's the market doing? What's happening? Because I know it's dipped. People are a bit scared at the moment.
Yeah, well, we're scared because it's an election year. Because it's an election year, people don't know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So people are more relaxed right now. But it's a good time to get in. You know, it's a good time to get in. A lot of people are offloading their properties very low, very cheap. People looking to buy a property. And this is the best site.
Why does everybody own land in Ghana? When I'm in the UK, if I'm speaking to anyone who's from Ghana, they'll always say, oh, I've got 3 acres of land and one day I hope to build. Everyone seems to own land that they bought like 10, 20 years ago for $1,000. Yeah. And now it's worth $200,000 and now they're looking to build.
Yeah, I mean, with the Ghanaian culture, I like to own, like to buy. So most people, when they get a little money, they buy the land.
That's good.
Yeah, they buy land.
Legacy. Legacy for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids and all that stuff like that. So ownership of land is very great. You know, what's what you guys don't like to own? You like to do more.
Hey, I like to own.
Most people,
yeah,
we don't like that. But we like even our cars with cash. You buy a house, it's cash, everything they want to own.
So what's your strategy then? So when you're looking for a property development opportunity or an investment opportunity, what are you generally looking for here in Ghana?
The location is always the best. Everybody's going up because the lands are very expensive.
Yeah.
So people are buying. There's a lot of opportunities down there in those outskirts. Like something like Abri. Abri is huge. I mean, where the mountains are good and the lands are not that expensive like in town. So we advise people to look in those areas.
It's a beautiful country.
I hope you enjoyed the video, but have you spent one day with me yet at the Property Investors Crash Course? If not, what are you waiting for? Link in bio, tickets are just £1. And if you can't make a physical crash course, we now have a virtual crash course too. I'll see you there.
I mean, right now, we're at the Kempinski Hotel, there's the beach. My development is 10 minutes.
Where is it?
Roman Ridge.
Okay, well, yes.
So location then. Now, I'm a massive believer, Gus, that when you're investing in a property, you have to know the area well.
Yeah.
Which sometimes people say to me, I want to invest in Ghana. Unless you're partnering with somebody. If you're partnering with somebody, then it's different because like me, when I'm investing in Ghana, it's not that we invested in an apartment block. It's not my block. There's a developer doing it, and I invested in it. I think you either need to find somebody who knows the area well, knows what they're doing, has got experience, got credentials, can be hands and feet, and then partner with them or invest in their project. Or if you're going to do it yourself,
no, it's a bit too hard to do yourself because you should understand the terrain down here and all that. And when you invest with a partner, it gives you even more leverage because he's part of it and you don't let it go bad.
Yeah.
But you can't just come from the UK and come and start building. So no, it's not done.
What do you find in a partner as well? Because there's a lot of people, even the taxi drivers, that will say, I'll partner with you. And it's like, well, how do you find a
You should get somebody who have the same vision, understands who you are and what you're trying to get, Yeah, I think it's very, very important. But when you partner with somebody,
I think you should know them well as well.
Yeah, you should get to know them. Yeah. You should know. You can't just meet anybody and want to partner with them.
I think so. So it's something that if you're going to invest in an overseas country, what about you? How do you break in? Because you're investing in Nigeria. You're also doing business now in Libya.
Liberia.
Liberia.
Yeah, Liberia and Ivory Coast.
Okay.
So what I'm doing right now, we are partnering. We have existing people who are working there. That way, we educate them on what we are doing here, what we are different that way. And people have already know us, so they're giving us their properties to partner, some joint ventures and all that stuff like that. So that's what we do.
In 20 years' time, where do you see the market in Ghana?
The government would have worked on our interest rate and all that stuff like that. So we should have a very great economy.
When you buy a house and or land and you turn it into a big, beautiful mansion, I've seen some of your buildings, man. They're beautiful. Who's buying these types of houses?
The locals, expatriates. Locals and expatriates are buying them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some of them are super high end. You've got like down the road, you could buy a house for 100 grand and then you'll build a house that's selling for $1 million.
Yeah.
And it's just madness.
Yeah, but those markets are down right now because of the economy.
So so right now is probably not the time to be building mansions.
No, it's not the time to build.
Bad market for that.
We have some properties that have been on the market for a while.
If someone came to you now and said, I've got $100,000 and I want to invest it in Ghana and I want you to help me, what are you looking at?
To build a townhouse. Because it takes, with a townhouse, if you spend $100,000 without the land, you can build like at least 3 or 4 bedroom basic house and you can sell for $250.
But assuming the land is free though, but you got to buy the land as well.
Yeah, you buy the land.
How much can you buy land for then? How much?
Depending on the area. Somewhere like Chado area, $120,000. So if you buy one plot of land, you can do 2 houses on it.
Give me a case study or an example of one of your successful projects.
We have a project we are working on now around the Chado area, which we just had an investor come in. We are actually doing three units, 4 bedroom each. We are looking to sell for at least $250,000.
So how much money is needed in total for all 3 houses, including the land?
Including the land, maybe $400,000.
And then what do you think you're about to sell the houses for?
One for $250,000. So $400,000, you're gonna make at least $300,000 profit on it.
So you'll almost double your money there.
Before you even complete the building, someone will bring you money as a deposit to complete that for it. So if the location is good and the developer is great, it's an easy sell.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. How saleable are these houses that you're building? Because you said they're building mansions, like the £1 million, £2 million houses are a bit of a slug at the moment, a bit sluggish, a bit of a burden. These types of townhouses, how quick does these sell?
They go quick.
Do they?
Yeah, because like I said, because of the current market, we are looking at downsizing for not trying to spend a lot of money. We want something basic to be there. Affordable.
So all you need is the ability to find good land, or good rundown buildings that you can demolish, good build team, and then be able to market the properties well at the end.
It will sell for itself, depending on the location.
What are you most excited about at the moment?
Excited about expanding to other African countries.
Why are you doing that? Why don't you just dominate Accra? Why are you moving to other countries?
I think we've done our best in Accra, and there's still, we want to expand our wings.
Because you like building the mansions, don't you?
Yeah.
That's your thing.
Huge ones.
Is it not hard though? Going to a whole different country and finding a new build team and finding new architects and dealing with the different legislation. Is that not an absolute nightmare?
No, it's not. We usually deal with our own people that we've been dealing with in Ghana here. We go with them, but as time when you go there too, you meet some great architects and new builders who are there too.
One of the things that a lot of people from the UK or Western countries generally are worried about investing in Africa as a continent is that.
Why is that?
One of the reasons is they might be worried about the government or maybe people stealing their land. So unknown.
Yeah, so
territory.
It's not a great idea to buy a land. Lands are bought by the locals. Sometimes we have these chieftaincy issues and all litigations, and we know how to go about it. You know how to go about it. Somebody from the Western world will not understand that. So I always advise
You got to pay people to look after the land.
you get it. So it's better you buy a house, older house, and break it down and build. And people are doing that.
Can foreigners invest in Ghana? Because I know, again, a lot of African countries, Uganda, for example, you have to be a resident to own property there, or to buy land, or to buy property.
Yeah, you don't need to be a resident.
So anyone can invest in Ghana.
Yeah, anyone can.
So you would encourage people to look at the opportunities in Ghana
Yes.
and the African countries.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're a little bit more volatile, interest rates are high.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're doing,
Interest rates are high, but the returns are also great.
but make sure that you know the people well that you're working with. You've got good connections there.
Very, very important.
Yeah. All right. Well, Gus, thank you for coming on
Thank you
the
for
channel.
the opportunity.
It's been a real pleasure.
Thank
I appreciate your friendship.
you.
Love, bro.